How we going? We well? Okie dokie. Right, I've had a bit of a hectic week. Bit more than a hectic week. You know, it's hard. It's really hard to. I put a bit of thought into some of the videos, and that some of the funny ones, there's no thought. You know, just being off the cuff. You know, when it comes to talking about your depression or you're just in a dark place, right? It's hard. It's easy if you're single. It really is. It's hard if you're not single. Now, I knew all along, you know, it's going to get harder, and I'm going to back myself into a corner, and you know, people will ask what happened, you know. You know, and these are for people who are in a relationship and they're suffering, but they love their partner, but their partner is the one that's, you know, there's been a breakdown in the relationship, and unfortunately in a relationship it takes one to break it first. You know, so I'll put a video up there about Mad Cow, right? And in the video, and I've taken it down, because I don't think it's not a it wasn't appropriate, because in the regards to, I didn't do all the packing, okay, all right, and that Mad Cow, or Mark his name is, has his ex Maxine. She helped pack. You know, there was a couple of days there where I didn't turn up, and I didn't call, and sort of left him out a bit high and dry. I mean, I don't want to put anyone down, or, you know, judge anybody and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, all right, I let him down, you know, and I didn't do all the packing. I mean, we know that it wasn't all me, you know. You know, it's going to take more. I think we all don't know that it's going to take more than just me to move all that stuff, right? I'm going there tomorrow. You know, I went to Bendigo on the wrong day. Went there on Wednesday. Then from there, after getting it wrong, I went to Mad Cow's, and then went back there, went to Bendigo again Thursday. Destroyed a rear tyre, paid for a rear tyre, saw Scroat's bike, you know, and went straight to Mad Cow's, you know, and that's when I made that video, right? And yeah, I mean, you know, I was going to say at the end of it, you know, how I hadn't turned up a couple of times, you know. Wasn't feeling the best. Things are going on in my life. Glenn, 12 months is almost here. Does it make me feel any better? No. Do I feel the same? Yep. Yep. Yeah. So I'm helping Mad Cow, but I, had let him down. I've let him down, but he's gonna. I can make it up. He's got a few more, about another week or so to get all his stuff over there, and that I'll get there tomorrow, and we'll move some stuff. It is hard with Mark because he's basically he can't do much, and not everyone's there, and it's a shock for him. The place where he was living, he'd been there for 10 years, and there was no sign of being moved. Mark's on work cover, so there's all these stories out there. I mean, every story's different. Every story's sad. And it is true though. When I said to him in the video though, since I've started this channel, I have moved one person twice, and now Mad Cow, and I did chop down a tree and stuff like that. But we do that, and a bit of banter and that, I think people have forgotten it because no one banters anymore. No one. So I just like to, clear things up that, it's not just me helping Mark move, right? There are other people. And there's been a couple of days there where I just haven't, for reasons, my home life's not the best. I think a lot of you either know that or can see it. And I'm not a malicious person, and stuff. I've had you may have seen Tex and that, his comment and that. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with him and that. I've reached out to him. I mean, if anything, I've got nothing but praise for him because he put Eamon and I together to do that video on Eamon's video on his channel. Old not dead. So Tex, I don't know what your problem is, mate, but you're worrying me. I am worried about you. I know you've been through a lot. You lost a family member, right? To in sale and that. So stabbed just after being released from the police station. The bloke, not yet family member, but lines of communication need to be opened. I mean, I've tried to ring you, but one thing is talking behind people's back, making shit up, stirring the pot, doesn't help anyone. Not anyone. And anyone who knows me knows that, we all have opinions of people. We do. and that different ones will all say, blah, blah, blah. But I don't gossip, and that if I don't like someone, I don't like them. You know, if there's something about somebody I think other people should know, they should know. But I'm not going to say shit. Otherwise, oh, I don't like him, so you shouldn't like him. You know, shit like that, or you know. But if someone carries on a bit or on a ride or whatever, being a dickhead, that I'll say it because other people are going to be saying it too. It's not gossip. You know, I mean, a couple of times on, Danny's Lifeline ride, people didn't come up to me and didn't tell me to pull up on the bike. They went up to Danny and that. And Danny came up and, had a crack at me. I'm okay. But everyone else had nothing but praise for how I was doing things and that, you know. And I was surprised at the actual person who had a crack. I mean, there was one year there where I was in the gorilla suit, handing out lollies with this hand, and had a fake gun in this hand, and I'm at the intersection, and I'm handing out lollies, right? And I've got the gun, and everyone saw it. I was walking around in the service station going, there's your shot. Now give us the cash, right? That was all fine. No one had a problem there. As soon as the gun turned up on a toy gun in a gorilla suit, handing out lollies. I mean, just picture it. There's a guy, a bloke, a person in a gorilla suit with a toy gun, handing lollies out to kids at an intersection, and the police were there. Problem? I don't have a problem. And if there is a problem, it's with me. Right? But this person seemed to, on this ride, took a bit of umbrage and gone, and as I said, I did say to this person, well, if you don't want the heat, just take it off. At the end of the day, it's my name, not what I'm wearing. So, I think also a lot of people have lost a bit of patience. People jump too quick. People need to wind it back a little bit, just to see where people are actually going and that with things. So yeah, but just like to say that, yeah, in that video, yeah, all right, I didn't mention, but I was going to mention, I had let Mark down because with the truck a couple of times, but anyway, live and learn. But what I'd like to see is more understanding. I'm sick of learning. I really am. I'm sick of learning the hard way. Bit of patience from others. That's what I give to people. Just a little bit of patience. Look at what they've done and go, you know what? Fine. Leave it. And anyway, it is what it is. And we live and learn. Go get a pie. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow, Mark. And that. Alright? Take it easy. See you later.